Today at the Young's house, we're making potato salad. Homemade potato salad, Gina Young style, and we're also going to make some pork steaks. I hope y'all are having a great day today. And if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe. Spring's around the corner. Everybody needs to know how to make that perfect potato salad that you can take to that cookout, that birthday party, that special dinner. And I'm going to show you a twist to this recipe to make that potato salad taste good. So here's what you're going to need for our meal today. I do have 3 beautiful pork steaks here. You're going to need some sazon to season them, and I'm going to use adobo and onion powder to season them very well. Okay, so for our potatoes, I'm using a russet potato, okay, and then I'm using celery, no onions. I'm using some eggs. You're going to need that. The eggs is for the potato salad. You're going to need some mayonnaise, your favorite. Everybody always asks me, how come I don't put relish in my potato salad? Today I'm going to put relish in the potato salad. So we're going old school with this potato salad recipe. I'm putting the sweet relish in like you all asked me to. Okay, and we're going to use some mustard. You're going to need some spices to make everything come together and taste delicious. We have salt. We have, of course, the adobo, onion powder. I have some parsley flakes and some black pepper. Make sure your hands are clean. Let's make a quick, simple meal that's going to be so delicious. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take these beautiful pork steaks and we're going to chop them into cubes. Some of them may have a bone. Some of them might not have a bone. So here's what I like to do. I like to cut the pork steaks into bite-sized cubes. So if you take a look at this one's definitely too big. So we'll cut it in half. Just like this, and this will be lovely. When I tell you, cooking pork steaks is so easy and it's so delicious. You can make anything to go alongside of it. Anything's the perfect side dish with pork steaks. But I always like to have rice and like some type of rice, maybe a Spanish rice, or potato salad. So we're doing that special potato salad today that everybody needs to know how to make before the summer gets here. So I'm going to continue to chop this pork steak down just like so, and then I'm going to show you how to season it to perfection and give this thing some good flavor. Wednesday, we're almost through with the week. I know some of you all that are out in the work field, you're super excited because Friday's almost here. What are you making for dinner? Let me hear from everybody. Are you trying a Gina Young recipe? What are you doing this weekend? Are you all getting bad weather this weekend? Or are you getting hot weather? Let me know. This weather has been absolutely wild. I mean, it's like 80 degrees one day. And then the next day it's a snowstorm. Where I live, that's what's been going on with the weather. And it's kind of scary because it's not normal. It's not normal. It's not. I make these pork steaks like this, and the way I season them Puerto Rican style. And I fry them that way. Now, but it also makes me think about the Haitian dish called griot. Right? It's called griot. I love the sound of how you pronounce it, but it's fried pork too. And it's super delicious, and I will eat like the whole pan of griot. Yes, I will. I'm going to have to make it for you. There is like some different steps that you would make because you would put that Haitian A piece in it, and it's like a Haitian seasoning. But this and that griot, they both taste the same, and pork steaks might be one of my favorite meats. Let's just put it that way. I love making it. And every time, it's always juicy, never dries out. It's not like the center cut pork chop, you know. I know we don't have pork chops here, but I do feel like the center cut pork chop can be a little bit dry. If you cook it too long, it's definitely dry. But this right here is nice and tender every time. Once you get your pork steaks nice and chopped down, I know those 3 pork steaks, once you cut it down, you got a whole bunch, right? I'm going to put some onion powder on there. I'm not going to be afraid to season because I want that flavor to shine through. We got 2 sazon seasoning packets. I'm going to show them to you because somebody always asks me, like, what is that? What dish you use? This is a sazon, S-A-Z-O-N, seasoning pack, and I get the orange kind. You can get a packet like a 4 or maybe a packet of 8 or 12. And I do know at the dollar stores you can buy this now. It brings a gorgeous color and a great taste to whatever you're making. I'm going to use both packs, okay? And now the flavor that I'm looking for is coming from adobo. Adobo does have salt in it, so be mindful of how much you use, okay? All right, we're gonna mix this in, and then I want these spices to really seep down into this meat while I let it sit. And peel up some potatoes, excuse me, for our potato salad. I'm using a russet potato today. You can use Idaho as well. I don't suggest for this potato salad that you're using a Yukon Gold potato. They're too soft and too starchy, right? Okay, so once I get it cut down, here's what I'd like to do. I like to do like medium-sized cubes. Okay, let's toss this first. And then once you get those, we're gonna rinse these several times until the water runs nice and clear, because right now that water is cloudy and that means there's a bunch of starch in there. So I find when you rinse it like 4 or 5 times, eventually that water turns nice and clear, right? And then we're gonna salt the water and boil it until they're just fork tender, not until they're mushy, because you don't want mushy potato salad, right? You'll know when they're done, typically about 20 minutes on these potatoes. Go ahead and get started on our potatoes. I've rinsed them about 4 times. The water's nice and clear. But guess what I'm gonna do? I love boiled eggs in my potato salad, and I know you do too. Let's cook them together. Absolutely cook them together. You don't have to waste another pan. So I'm gonna do about 5 large eggs, and I will still be salting the water to give those potatoes some good flavor, okay? And like I said, about 20 minutes will make them nice and fork tender. Perfect. In the meantime, we have some beautiful celery that we need to chop down for our potato salad. Years ago, I stopped putting onions in my potato salad, unless I'm doing like a loaded onion potato, and then I'll use like some green onions, but celery's good enough. All right, so let's go ahead and get us 1 large stalk of celery. Make sure you're rinsing it off. People are sniffing the vegetables in the supermarket, shaking them and smelling them, all kinds of stuff. So I'm always making sure that I wash off the fruits and vegetables for sure. So now, because this celery is kind of big right here, I'm going to double back with my knife and make sure it's nice fine pieces. Nobody wants to bite down into a big chunk of celery in their potato salad. So I'll do what I can to make it small pieces. There you have it, beautiful fine cut pieces of celery. So now take a look at what the meat looks like after marinating for about, let's just say 10 minutes. But here's the thing, if you can let it marinate with those spices a little bit longer, that's great. I'm not, because I'm doing a video. So now you're gonna get the largest pan that you have, and only the amount of oil that you're gonna need, because these get fried. You're just gonna put just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. Using too much oil, believe it or not, it kind of steam them a little bit. Make sure you're not overloading the pan and putting too much on top of each other, because they'll just steam and they won't get that lovely crispiness that we're looking for. See, because what they're supposed to look like is they're gonna be crispy on the outside, juicy, tender, and supple in the inside. So I got 2 pans over here that we're gonna use so that I don't overcrowd the pan. I'm gonna turn the heat on to like a medium-high heat to cook them. Go ahead and get started placing the beautifully seasoned pork right into that little bit of oil. And from here, don't even bother it. Don't even bother it. And I'm just going to be honest with you. When I have the fat that's on these pork steaks, leave it on there, because it's going to bring you some great flavor. And I'm not kidding. I mean, if you wanted to, you could take it off, but typically you wouldn't. You can at this. Oh, there's that lovely color. The whole house smells amazing. This is going to be so good. You can just eat this with what? Can I get it out? White rice. That was a tongue twister. You could just eat this with a bowl of white rice. I can't get it out. They're nice and cool. So now we can mix in all of our seasonings. You can't mix a potato salad while it's hot, unless you're making German potato salad. Then you want it to be hot. So now look at this. I'm going to go in with onion powder. Oh yeah. And garlic powder. That's where good flavor is going to come in at. We're going to put a little bit of pepper. Okay, we're going to put that salt that you need. Leave it out if you need to, okay? Lovely. I have some boiled eggs here that I will be boiling. They're kind of just sitting in cold water right now. We're going to put that very finely chopped down celery. And instead of using sugar, I'll typically use sugar. But today I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of the sweet relish like you all love. So let's put that in there. This is old school when you're using relish. Sure it is. And I'm just going to eyeball that mustard. I'm not making mustard potato salad, so I'm not using a whole lot. Okay? And I'm starting off with a little bit, okay? And then we'll add to as we go on. Let's mix it. Oh, yes. Go ahead and peel some eggs. Already destroyed one of them. How many of you destroy the eggs when you peel them? My goodness, just like sometimes they just won't peel for you. But I tell you one thing, I'm gonna get them peeled. They might look jacked up, but they're going in this potato salad. Put our eggs in. Take a look at that meat. And I went ahead and made a flavored rice, and I put gandules in there. And what that is it's like a pigeon pea. It's not a regular sweet pea, but it's so delicious in rice. So the rice is done. Let's put our eggs into this potato salad, and it tastes good. These eggs right in. These eggs are cooked to perfection. Stir them in nice and gently. If you don't stir them in gently, you'll break the eggs up. I don't want the eggs to turn to mush. I want to still be able to see them within my salad. So I'm going to do like a little folding, technique so that I don't mush my eggs up. Oh, lovely. Who's excited? You're invited. Look at this. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on? Tell your family and friends. Tell the world what Gina's doing every single day in this kitchen. And Father, on today, we thank you for this meal, your hedge of protection and your mighty love. Amen. Stay tuned. We're going to taste it. I wanted you to get a close-up of this. How lovely is this? One of my favorite dishes. And it's so easy to make. Wants to taste. You want to taste. Here's how I like to do it. Potato salad. Rice. And then the meat.